Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving match analysis for Forge FC versus York United. Let's get into this one. Alright, yeah, alright. Sorry, not first chance, but first goal of the game. Player receives the ball in complete space. I mean, come on. You could have a futsal match in this space that's here. I mean, you could literally have a futsal match. All this space, and the funny thing, he doesn't. He could just leave it and then continue running. But he decides to show how much space he has by stopping the ball and going like he did not. You could just let that ball run across him and you'd still be able to catch it. And this shows how much space he has. You could have a futsal match in this space and there's no one near him. And then he just runs. You can't touch him, you can't do anything. He continues running. The back three here at this point in time, one person can commit. They really can. I mean, because they have no cover at all, might as well between the person in the middle should never be the one to, I think he could actually make, by what I say, more. I don't say like just start running to the ball or start putting himself in a position that he can challenge. I mean, because just look at the space that he has and he's still running. Because at this point, one of the either left, more especially this guy, he could be the one to start now, start tracking back at a slower pace than he, so that they eventually meet up. But instead, he continues running. I don't know why he's running towards. I think he's trying to get the block. I don't know, because even then, they still have this. I mean, it's weird. And then he should definitely go and slide tackle. He should be tackling into that one, not sticking his leg out, and goal. But that player was given so much space. Like, he didn't even. He could just let the ball run, but he decided to flex on how much space he had. He stopped it, turned, and I mean, and I think it's a muscle memory thing. Otherwise, let's head on to the next goal of the match. Yeah, somewhere here, right? All right. So this is next chance of the match. Yeah, I hope I didn't say. Anyway, so what's the point? Because as this player is trapping, turning, and about to cross, he's just stood there. If you think I'm lying, let's just play it back a bit so that I can show you how he doesn't do anything. And when we say time in football is very, very short, seconds, 7 seconds in football is a long time. I mean, look at this. He traps it. At this point, pressure, pressure. He takes two touches. I think it chest, thigh, leg, about three touches, and you still haven't gone closer. Instead, I mean, and then again, look at this. He doesn't even. He actually gives him the angle. He could have gone to pressure for the ball so that I mean, he just lets him have this cross. Player here runs in behind, but what I do like here, he decides to go on the other side so that in case it forces him, in case he's in a position he has to shove him, he shoves him away from goal, and this is actually very good. It's very good defending. He analyzes the situation proper, gets close to him, and then boom, that's a very good tackle. We appreciate good defending on this channel. We really do. That's great defending right there. All right, let's head on to the next chance of the match. All right, yeah. All right, this one is even more funny because it's how easy this chance. All right, so three players around one player. I mean, for me, if it was one player, I wouldn't. I would stress that that one player should, probably pressure him. But I don't really. Yeah, he should. But the fact that there's three and they're just watching him, you have committed three players here. Let's assume one is a midfielder. So instead of him covering in front of his defense, he's here. And then you can tell that this is probably the back line, maybe the left back. So they're putting themselves in more pressure because he's gone here, he's trying to cover for him, and in which this space has been created. And because of all this commitment towards following people but no intention to get the ball, it creates this chance. I mean, look at how easy it is for him. The fact that he doesn't even bother to run to close in that space so that he can probably try and force him backwards or try and get the ball is more worrying. They're just waiting. They're waiting to intercept the pass instead of actually going to pressure. And this is a lovely pass. And then this, it's just too easy. It really is that space that's been left because he's gone out there. He creates that gap. Three players not marking one person. And now this here. See, he controls it. The keeper can't do much, but I like what the player does here. Instead of just going to hit it first time, takes it across the keeper, goal. That's a composed finish. Going around the keeper isn't as easy as it sounds, but he made it look easy. Alright, so here we have again. Once again, the player that had collected the ball in space and went on to make a run to score the goal is not marked once again. And once again, there's no cover in front of the defense. If you're committing this many people forward, I mean, you might as well have 5 players. About five, this is about okay. This is about 6 players, right? And if you have 6 players going, because we are going to assume this is a left back, right? That's what we're going to do. Let's assume he's a left back. If you have 6 players that are this high up, they should be pressuring the ball, because what you're inviting is pressure towards your own goal. If these guys are not actively going to block out the pass, put the player under pressure, try to get the ball back, what you're doing is playing yourself into pressure. Because what's he doing? He's not blocking the pass. He's not doing much. He might as well just go back, stand in front of him, and he does a much more better job. Him going here to stand in front of him, even just here, he's doing a better job because he blocks out that pass. Instead, he goes up and creates that space. I mean, come on. And the way this player, once again, I don't know if it's a little flick or he just leaves it, but anyway, that's good. This player cannot read what's happening, goes directly running forward, not knowing that it's a simple 1-2 that's about to be played. He should start turning and running back immediately. Instead, at this point, his foot is it's one of those things whereby your feet get stuck sometimes. Not get stuck, but you're just, by the time you're trying to analyze the situation, the ball has been played, little 1-2. Why are you upset? Just run for the sake of running. And then goal. That's a really fabulous goal, if I'm being honest. It really is. And then we'll just let this play it again, because this is just way too easy. Receives the ball under no pressure, no pressure. I mean, high line, no pressure equals problems. I think he doesn't touch that ball. He runs straight into him. He can't see that there's a 1-2 being played. He's the one that gives up immediately. But still, this is still a good finish. One touch, goal. Went for the side netting, scored a goal. Alright, I mean, the defending is... It's funny if I can see the least. Without saying, I can just say the defending is funny. Alright, somewhere here, right? Once again, he gets the ball. He takes too much time, so the ball is played in behind him. But anyway, there are 2 players here. They should be able to do something. Instead, they don't. And now this here, this cross is good. 1 player drags 2. This guy, I don't know. He could afford to to be ahead of them. He could be the cover for the defense, because at this point, there's not much he's doing being out here. I mean, like, there's no one he's marking. He could go slightly in front of the defense, maybe somewhere here, just for the sake of being the cover and being able to anticipate that the ball is going to be played in behind them. And then what I like about this is when he receives the ball, simple volley, goal. And I think he knows he could have covered that. But so much space, not tracking people, not even bothering to try and at least, put pressure on the player. Alright, this is another chance. Alright, so he receives the ball wide. He goes out to pressure, and this is a lovely outside foot pass. It really is. He's slow to do that, so it allows him to pick out that pass quickly. Cross is played in, no one is marking him, and he should really, really score. Look at this. So what he's done, I think what he's done is he's taken as he's going down to position himself to take the header, is that he's lost control of the ball. He's jumping forward, forgetting that he has to turn his head. He has to put that motion in his head that he has to turn it so that he angles his head in a way that it goes into the back of the net. Instead, he jumps, forgets to add that little turn of the neck, and then he just heads it out. But he should be scoring from there. He's too close. He's too close to miss. I mean, anything on this ball, whether it goes here or here, and the fact that defenders don't track him, yeah, this should be a goal. Maybe that little nudge from the defender is what sets him off. That's why, as a defender, always do something. Always do something. As long as the player does not score, you've done your job. That's how it is. As long as the player does not score, you have done your job. And you don't have to worry about anything else there. Alright, let's head on to this now. This is a really good save from the keeper because it's like ping ball in the box, cross played in, right? Create some separation, but at this point he's where the defender wants him to be. He's looking at the other side. He can't flick it in behind him, and it will take a crazy amount of power for him where he's standing to get the ball there. So yeah. And yeah, so he covers it. That's what the defender wanted. And now here he should it's a rushed clearance because if you look at it, he had enough time and space to get it under control, maybe hit it with the same, trap it with the right and then quickly kick it out, or trap it with the right then kick it out with the left, but he does neither. Very careless touch. The attacking player gets it. He plays it into him. And what I do like here is that he tries to play it in behind, but unfortunately it doesn't get too much power. There would be someone that would try an overhead kick. I know it for a fact. If it was someone else, would have tried an overhead kick. And then he heads it here, but unfortunately it's not a good header because easily intercepted. I think it would have been better just, bring it down, kick it out. And then this player here recycles the ball, and it's a good one too. But here, it's a really good chance for him to score, but unfortunately, he fluffs his lines. But it's still, he gets contact. He gets a decent amount of power, but because he hits it into the ground, he fluffs it. The ball loses all the power, and yeah, they are saved. I mean, he does chest it down well. Woof! He hits it into the ground. And another thing that I would like to note here is the keeper. You see, as the ball is coming, right? Let me put this box here. So let's pay attention to the keeper. Look, as the ball is coming, look at his feet. Look at his feet. Dop, dop, boom. He's setting himself up to save that shot. Let's play that again. Taking small steps so that he's able to, leap off one foot. Onana can't relate. Oh, who said that? Who said that? Yeah, Onana can't relate. Because he's usually taking very big steps, but he keeps his feet in a position that he can bounce off. And then look at the way he jumps. Boom. Gets enough on that. If that was Onana, I have a feeling he would not save that shot. Otherwise, yeah, that's good on them for having a very active goalkeeper. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next match analysis.